Scarborough Athletic Football Club are a unique club with a lot happening in their short 11-year existence. After 127 years of football in the town of Scarborough came to an end when Scarborough FC liquidated with debts of over £2 million, it looked like it was a bleak future for football in the town. The McCain Stadium, the club's home, was demolished and replaced by a supermarket, and with no plans for a new stadium, football in the town looked to have a bleak future. But then from the ashes, a phoenix club, Scarborough Athletic, was formed. By supporters, they played 20 miles down the coast in Bridlington for 10 years before eventually a move back home in July 2017 saw the club's successes start to come back. During their first season back at home, the club grew on and off the field and eventually grabbed promotion to the Evo Stick Premier, and crowds grew from around 300 at Bridlington to close to 1,100 consistently in their first season back in Scarborough. The club has also put plans in place to extend the current ground, working with Scarborough Council to take the capacity to over 3,000. The club is finally back on the right track and is looking to get back where it belongs, which both the club and the fans alike believe could be as high as League Two, just as they were back in the late 1980s when teams like Wolves, Cardiff and Fulham would all come to Scarborough on a regular basis. With the increased revenue both in the club and in the town as a whole, this has allowed for the extension of the Scarborough Sports Village, where the club plays. They have added a college and a university campus on the same site as the ground, and that is the university who have had a big hand in the club at present, sponsoring the shirts for the last 2 years. Linking up with other major companies in the area has also benefited the fans and the club. For example, the club's sponsorship deal with Flamingo Land offers supporters a 10% discount when they visit the theme park, whilst the Flamingo Land themselves have given the club a sum of money to take over the sponsorship rights of the new ground, which is appropriately named the Flamingo Land Stadium. I spoke to Chairman Trevor Bull and Secretary Jack Fewster to get the background on what the move has been like and the impact it's had on both the club and the town.
So, as you'll be well aware, we're a club that's formed out of the demise of the old Scarborough Football Club 11-12 years ago, and that was devastating for the town, it was devastating for our supporters. We reformed as a fans-owned club, and then we had to find a ground. Didn't have a ground, so we played for the last 10 years in Bridlington, just 20 miles down the coast, which was hard. You know, our average crowds were somewhere 300-400, so compared to when we were in the Football League, that was a massive drop down.
The return football to Scarborough, Scarborough Athletic has increased our turnover through increased gates and attendances. This has given us the opportunity to increase what we do in the community and have a football there. It's increased our opportunities in the town in terms of local businesses, through sponsorship, and again on the field as well. The return home has ultimately benefited us on the field as well, as we had received promotion last season, and again we're looking at another second promotion in the space of 2 years. This season we're currently top of the Evo Stick Premier Division.
We'll build a stand on the far side of the stadium over there. It'll hold over 1,100 people with 336 seats and 860 people under cover. Because at our level, if the weather's bad, we can't afford for a bit of rain to stop people coming. We've seen today that the weather's affected the crowd. We were expecting about 11, 12, 1,300 here today. We've ended up with just over 1,000, so that's a big dent in our finances, but we've just got to move on.